I'm 85. My kids stopped visiting. Here is what I did. Do you know what the heaviest sound a house can hold is? It's not a shout. It's not an argument. It's not a door slamming in anger. It's silence. When you realize no one is going to call you anymore. People come up to me and ask, "Clarence, what's the loudest noise in the world?" And I tell them, it's the silence. But not just any silence. It's the silence of this damn phone that hasn't vibrated in 3 months. It's the echo of my children's names, Marcus, Tasha, Andre, Jasmine, drifting through hallways where nobody walks anymore. That silence is a scream that breaks my chest open every single morning. I know you know what I'm talking about. You feel that hollow pit in your stomach, don't you? I gave them everything a man can give. I changed their diapers. I dried their tears when they were babies. I paid every red cent for those fancy colleges while I was freezing my bones off in the winter. I gave them my back and my knees. I spent 35 years in construction, out there in the sun and the concrete, building skyscrapers, just so they could have a life of glass. And now, at 80 years old, what do I have? If I'm lucky, I get a text on Christmas Day that says, "Merry Christmas, Dad." That's it. One cold sentence on a screen after a lifetime of sacrifice. 3 little words to make up for 30 years of love. If you're sitting there in that quiet house, wondering what you did wrong, listen to me close. Put the phone down. Damn it, put it down right now. Don't send them another picture of your dinner. Don't leave another voicemail with that defeated voice, begging for a crumb of their time. They left you. They did. And if you keep chasing them, you're going to lose the only thing a man of my generation can never give up, his dignity. You know why you keep dialing that number? You're scared. You're terrified that if you stop reminding them you're here, they'll just forget Clarence is still breathing. But look me in the eye. If you have to remind your own flesh and blood that you're alive, it's because they've already buried you in their memory. And stop punishing yourself. I know you replay the tapes in your head at night. Was I too hard on Marcus? Did I not hug Tasha enough? Listen, nobody's perfect. We made mistakes, Lord knows we did. But we were there. We didn't run off. We kept the lights on and the food on the table. If they want to punish you today for something from decades ago, that's on them, not you. Forgive yourself. The contract is over. You've paid your dues and then some. So what are you going to do now? You're going to build your own garden. My granddaddy used to tell me, "Clarence, if you chase a bird, it'll just fly away. But if you tend to your garden and plant the most beautiful flowers, the bird will come to you. And if it doesn't, well, at least you'll have a garden you can be proud of." I spent years withering away in this chair, waiting for a miracle. Until one day I said, enough. I went down to the garage, got my hands greasy, and started restoring that old 70s engine I'd abandoned. I went to the park to play dominoes and laugh with some other stubborn old fools. I fired up the grill for the neighbors, and all of a sudden, I became interesting again. I stopped being an invisible old man and became Clarence, a man with a life worth living. Here's the secret. Children are strange creatures. When you stop being the victim, when the phone stops ringing with your pleas, they start wondering, why isn't Daddy calling? What's he up to? And when they finally do call, they won't find a broken man sitting in the dark. They'll find a man living his life with strength. And that is the only thing that makes people want to come back home. My phone hasn't rung in months, but today I'm finishing that engine, and I'm gonna eat the best ribs in this state. I'm gonna live. My door is unlocked, but you won't find me sitting behind it begging anymore. Get up. Get out of that darkness. Go live.